Simple as I represent, one not government. Right now, sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean power jam, I go bust them big again. Sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean power jam, I go bust them big again. Benny, one knock, one clap, no time at all. You no fire one pop with repeated shot automatic your lap. Head a roll like jelly and chop. Dub plate inna the body and stop. Triple dub plate pan heavy sound clash Benny. Play about the chop. Sound up, sound a go day. Caribbean power jam, I go bust them big game. Sound up, sound a go day. Caribbean power jam, I go bust them big game. Alright, Benny, tell them no fear, man. Are you a kill sound from day one? Oh, them fi disrespect Caribbean power jam when we a kill from day one. Them coulda big like King Kong. Benny a fire shot, man a fling bomb. Pump pick off like sick man. Them no fi bad fly, and them gal and bitch pan. So tell them sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean power jam, I go bust them big again. Sound up, but sound up play. Caribbean power jam, I go bust them big again. Yeah man, you know what the thing there now, they do it and done by simple as I represent for the whole Caribbean power jam family. Yeah man, Brooklyn, I'm here saying you yeah.
Yeah, I want to welcome everybody to the gallery this evening here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Thanking you all for tuning in and keeping it locked this evening right here. It's the gallery. Make sure you download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phones. Keep it locked to the show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So we thank and appreciate everybody that's tuned in and joining us this evening wherever you are throughout the world. Also, remember it's the gallery. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and also on Instagram. Once again, thank you all for tuning in and keeping it locked to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. It's another Tuesday. The gallery here is on Caribbean Power Jam Radio every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here. So once again, we thank you for joining us on another evening. So good night to everybody that is out there. Also want to say happy birthday to everybody that is celebrating their birthday today. So I want to say happy birthday to Shirley Rupin as well as to Terry Raymond. Saying happy birthday to Fitzroy Henry as well as to Felicia Lewis. Saying happy birthday to Tamika Sobers as well as to Rayetta Lee as well as to Yvonne Boyce. Saying happy birthday to Dominique as well as to Jenna Burnside. Saying happy birthday to Marissa Lee as well as to Horton Billingshay. Saying happy birthday to Tanya Wright as well as to Monroe Johnson. Saying happy birthday to Bernard Williams as well as to Aya Flames. Pick up yourself, get into your birthday today. Saying happy birthday to Crystal Shelton as well as to LaDonna Smith. Saying happy birthday to Joanne Madison as well as to Sandra Abrams. And happy birthday to Monroe Johnson, Cindy Wills. Saying happy birthday to George Daniels as well as to Kezi. So once again, saying happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating your birthday today. So once again, it is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio, and we thank and appreciate you all for joining us this evening as we will get into our program this evening. So once again, number for the studio here is 718-393-5385. So once again, we'll open up the phone lines. You can call us up and talk to us. Also, we have a lot going on today. Of course, the looking forward segment of the gallery. That will be taking place at the beginning of the second hour. And of course, we'll give you that health tip of the day. And also, we should be speaking to real estate agent Kerry as well today. So once again, there's a lot going on with the program this evening. So once again, you want to make sure that you keep it locked and all your friends and all your family know that the gallery is on right here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Once again, right here, I go by the name of Benyamin, aka BadMan Benny. So I want to welcome you all to the gallery this evening as we will go on with our program this day. It is still Women's History Month, so gonna get into some more music from the female artists out there in the world. So once again, thanking you all for tuning into the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, just gonna get into the music. I want to welcome Myrna Olivello as well as Vanessa Hackett to the gallery this evening, and big up to everybody out there tuned in. So once again, also as we're coming off of the weekend of Jammers Ball, the Jammers Ball presented by Caribbean Power Jam Radio, and moving right and directly on into Jammers on the Water, which will take place Saturday, July 16th. So make sure you get involved and get your tickets and everything for that as well. Thanking and appreciating everybody that came in from out of town for the Jammers Ball. Of course, those that were nearby that joined in as well. So once again, it's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio as we get back into the music and rock with you all this evening.
With BadMan Benny.
So once again, it is still Women's History Month, so we're gonna do it for the female artists on the R&B tip. A little bit of hip hop this evening. Once again, it's the gallery here at Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Good night to you, Terry, and everybody out there watching on YouTube. Good night to you. Good evening. Yeah, so once again, it is the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So we thank everybody for tuning in this evening. Big up to everybody out there. Make sure you like and follow our page on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and also subscribe to the YouTube channel for the gallery. Big up to everybody out there. Make sure you download that Caribbean Power Jam Radio app as well. And good night to you, Nita. Welcome to the gallery.
The Gallery with BadMan Benny.
Once again, good evening to everybody out there. Listen to the gallery here on Cripple Power Jam Radio. Number for the studio here is 718-393-5385. So feel free to call us up. Make your song requests. Anything you want to talk about this evening. Doing it up for Women's History Month once again. So we're going to be playing the female artists and the R&B tip this evening. R&B and the hip hop tip this evening. So once again, the gallery here at Cripple Power Jam Radio.
All right, baby, no more lies.
Good evening to you, Akanzi. Welcome to the gallery.
You're all I think about. What's your only girl? Special. You're the only girl for me. Oh, I love you. All I think. Oh, I love you. All I want. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. What's your only girl? You're the only girl for me. You're all I think about. What's your only girl? You're the only girl for me. You're the only girl for me.
Can't get off my horse, and I can't let you go. You are the one who makes me feel so real. Yeah. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Oh, what am I supposed to do, baby, when I'm so
And good night to you, Helen Titus. Welcome to the gallery. Big up to everybody that's tuned into the gallery throughout the world. Once again, make sure you download that Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone, so you can keep it locked to the show and all the shows here at Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Once again, it is still Women's History Month, so we're doing it for the ladies all month long here in the gallery.
Oh yeah. Why you wanna do this to me, boy? Somebody else's guy. Can you remember the times we spent together, sharing the days in the sun? But then I found out that you were somebody else's lover. After all our plans were made, now they're shattered. But still I can't get off my high horse. I can't let go. You are the one who makes me feel so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to do when I look so on you? And then I realized that you're somebody else's guy. That day in September, I'm sure you can remember. That's when all the stuff hit the fan. You told me a lie, and you didn't have an alibi. But baby, yet I still cared. You know I loved you so, baby, that I can't let you go. No. You are the one who makes me feel so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to do when I look so on you and realize that you're somebody else's guy?
And good night to you, Natasha. Welcome to the gallery.
No, I love you so, baby, that I can't let you go. No, you are the one who makes me feel so real. Ooh, what am I supposed to do when I look so on you? And then I realize that you're somebody else's guy. Oh, I can't get off my horse, and I can't let go. You are the one who makes me feel so real.
Good night to you, Shanette. Welcome to the gallery.
Not talking about a movie, no. Or a Broadway play. This show is live. And I know it's you I wanna see you tonight. I'll buy my ticket at the so your show can make me feel good again. You're so good, deserves an encore. You're so good, deserves an encore. You're so good, deserves an can give you rave reviews. You sold out my heart with your love, and every time that I'm with you, boy, you take control. I'm your captive audience. It's you I wanna see you tonight. I'll buy my ticket at the performance make me feel good again. You're so good, deserves an encore. You're so good, everybody get up!
The Gallery with BadMan Benny.
Dancing to the latest, suave you want the greatest. Ooh, his show is moving me. That's what I said, so you didn't know yet. All of it was kismet, soon to be made history. Don't you have no doubt? I'm gonna spell it out. I'm a stupidity that is. I got the best of most, give it from coast to coast. I don't wanna boast, but I love you, swear this. I'm talking swear this to you, baby. Swear this. I'm talking love that is. Swear this. I'm talking swear this to you, baby. Swear this. I'm talking love that is. Swear this. So shy, oh my. Have to change that real quick. Have to use a few tricks to know like my family town. Face to me, you dancing on the crowd. I'm gonna sing it loud, 'cause my love is on the wild. So don't you have no doubt, I'm gonna spell it out. I'll hit you to the T that is. I got the best of most, baby, from coast to coast. I don't wanna boast, but I love you, swear this. I'm talking swear this to you, baby. Swear this. I'm talking love that is. Swear this. I'm talking swear this to you, baby. Swear this. I'm talking love that is. Swear this. Swear this. Swear this. Swear this. I'm talking love. Swear this. Swear this. Swear this. I'm talking love.
Yeah, so once again, it's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. I go by the name of Benyamin, aka BadMan Benny. Want to welcome you all to the gallery this evening, as we are here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, it's Women's History Month, so all month long we've been playing female artists. We're doing it for R&B this evening.
Sleep last night, been dreaming of you. Please hold me tight, 'cause I can't love the way that I feel. I just can't love the way that I feel. Deep in the night, you took my heart. Now danger's inside, 'cause I can't love the way that I feel.
Khan. Shaka Khan, let me rock it.
The Gallery with BadMan Benny.
Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, got the feel for you. Shaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? Do you feel for me the way I feel for you? Shaka Khan, let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you too. So let me take it in my arms, let me feel you with my charm, Shaka. Cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Shaka. I make it more than just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, Shaka, baby, cause you make me wanna scream. Let me rock it, rock it. All I wanna do, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it, got the feel for you, feel for you.
Yeah, big up to everybody that's tuned into the gallery this evening here at Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Big up yourself, Nita. See you out there jamming. Good night to you. Once again, Helen Titus. And everybody out there on the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app. And definitely everybody out there that's on YouTube. We thank you all for tuning into the gallery. Big up to everybody out there. So once again, the gallery, we spell it DAGALLERY. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Mixcloud, as well as on YouTube. So we do appreciate everybody tuning in this evening. So continue to keep it locked as we continue to rock with you for the commercial break. I'll give you the health tip real soon. Yeah, we're going to get into that commercial break soon. Once again, we thank everybody for jamming with us this evening here on the gallery. We're going to get into the second hour of our show where we'll be starting off, of course, with the Looking Forward segment of the gallery. And they're going to continue on with the Women's History Month tribute to all the female artists. And once again, we're doing an R&B style this evening. So once again, just make sure you continue to keep it locked. Once again, big up to everybody that's there. And at this time, we're just going to give you that health tip for the day.
Paging Dr. BadMan.
So this evening, we're going to talk about phytoestrogen, which is basically plant-based estrogen. Now, estrogen is something that women, you definitely need in your body. It's a natural hormone, but you also need to balance it and regulate it properly. It's one of the things that is, helps to regulate, menopause symptoms as well as menstrual symptoms. Also is very helpful in reducing some of the ailments that women receive, such as osteoporosis. It's also beneficial when you regulate your estrogen levels for acne relief. So one of the plant-based or phytoestrogen sources that you can get out there are basically from herbs such as black cohosh, and also your vegetables such as broccoli and carrots. Also some of your beans such as soy. And once again, oranges is also one thing that's also big with estrogen. So once again, all you women out there, as we are celebrating Women's History Month, you definitely want to balance your body and your estrogen levels, and that's this week's health tip from Dr. BadMan. Good night to Elvira. Welcome to the gallery.
With BadMan Benny.
Power Jam Radio. We're ready to give you service that caters to all your business, events, promotions, and marketing needs with competitive pricing. You've tried the rest. Now consult the best. Caribbean Power Jam will assist you in determining which type of packages will best meet your needs. Contact Caribbean Power Jam at 347-425-8227. We're located at 169 Remsen Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11212. Caribbean Power Jam Radio.
Guyana Day is back in Brooklyn. Guyana Day at the Coney Island Boardwalk.
You must charge some bourbon.
If you want to get a quick idea of just how diverse the most diverse city in the country actually is, ride the train. If you want to travel a dozen cultures and traditions in under 20 minutes, ride the train. If you want to see how people get the work of New York City done, ride the train. We know that these millions of riders take a deep sense of ownership in their line, in their station. Because for the length of that ride, that's their neighborhood. And their fellow riders are their community. And just as they do above ground, they depend every single day on the NYPD and the MTA to keep them safe. We will use all of our transit bureau's available resources to deter and prevent crime before it happens and to bring swift justice to victims when and if it does. We will accomplish this by being present, alert, in uniform, and by proactively seeing all of those we serve. When we see those in need, we will make sure we make real-time referrals to get them the social services and the mental health professionals that can assist them. This subway system is for everyone. It is the lifeblood of this city. It must be, and it will be safe. That's our job, and we're getting it done.
Do you know your credit score? Most people struggle with bad credit. 72% of people aren't even credit worthy. How many times have you gotten denied and don't even know why? Let A Plus Credit Repairs give you the answers. With our free consultation, call 800-665-9330. That's 1-800-665-9330. Start getting approvals instead of denials today. With our 20 years of experience, we've helped people get their lives back. Listen to some of our clients.
Thank you, A Plus Credit Repairs, for helping me to put my life back on track. I seriously couldn't have done this on my own. If it wasn't for the help that I got from A Plus Credit Repairs, I would not own my own home today. Seriously, people, stay away from these other agencies that offer nothing but just promises and no results. A Plus Credit Repairs is the real deal. Call them today. Put your lives back on track.
Thank you, A Plus Credit Repair. I could not get a car, and because of you, I now can. People, on a need to call them.
Please call 800-665-9330. The number is 800-665-9330 for your free consultation with A Plus Credit Repair.
Are you ready to buy a car or thinking about getting a car? Then look no further than Premier Auto Group. They have Acura, Jeep, Lexus, BMW, Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Infiniti, Land Rover, Porsche, Audi, GMC, Ford, Maserati, Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jaguar, Cadillac, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, Subaru, Volvo, and much, much more. Premier Auto Group got me out of my lease and into my new car when others said they couldn't do it. And trust me, they will do the same for you. Call Premier Auto Group today at 888-837-1055. That's 888-837-1055. Premier Auto Group has a simple application process. No hidden fees or unexpected surprises. Did I mention they delivered my new car to my house? Talk about service. Call Sam and the team today at 888-837-1055 and tell them Jen sent you.
You know, being injured is never something that you can foresee or want to experience, but unfortunately, it happens on an everyday basis. If you or someone you know is injured, it is very important to have the right legal representation by your side. They call me Mr. Shalom, and I fight and win for the injured. Give me a call at 888-229-0212.
I was injured in a motor vehicle accident, and Mr. Shalom and his team got me the maximum amount for my pain and suffering when the insurance company tried to offer me little less than nothing. If you're injured, call them. Mr. Shalom fought and won for me and my family, and it was so fast.
I love to fight and win for the injured. That's what I do best. If you're injured, give me a call at 888-229-0212. That's 888-229-0212.
Talk about amazing service. Mr. Shalom kept in contact with me throughout my entire case. He and his team were always available for my call, and most importantly, always call me back unlike others.
Shalom Law, attorney advertisement. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Mr. B and Peter present the annual Mix and Mingle Camouflage and White Edition. Friday, May 27th, 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. at 2620 Park Central Boulevard, Decatur, Georgia. Music by Team Unity Squad, Two Shot Dillinger Super Sound, Goldstone Family, Magnum GS, DJ Natty Samuels Top Ranking. Get your tickets at Mr. B and Peter. Mix and Mingle 2022.eventbrite.com. For VIP packages, contact 770-569-3867. Mix and Mingle Camouflage and White Edition.
Brooklyn, are you ready for the Rankin Birthday Bash?
It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride out. Even if we only go to my house.
Rankin presents his birthday bash, a night of elegance and class, on Saturday, March 19th, 9010 Avenue A, Brooklyn, New York. Music by DJ Ronnie from Goldstone.
BadMan and jealousy just get defeat.
Danger Vibes, DJ Fire Clee.
Some bless.
Team Unity Squad and DJ Bevon. Hosted by Cool Bush and Kimberly.
Down little bit, wine and go down there.
For tickets and info, call 718-925-5777. Rankin Birthday Bash, a night of elegance and class.
Watch how the party turn up tonight. Because we out and body the people better we causing trouble.
Hey Siri, please put the thermostat to 72 degrees.
Okay, warming to 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
If you want to have full control of your thermostat, owning your home provides you that comfort. Call me, Carrie, 646-833-6154. We provide real solutions, real services for real estate. 646-833-6154. I am not a salesperson. I'm a matchmaker. I am the key to your new home. So if you are buying, I got you. Selling, I got you. Tired of foreclosure issues? Come on, I got you. Call now, 646-833-6154.
Hello, my name is Paul Nichols, and I'm running for governor of the state of New York. For decades, we have looked to millionaires and career politicians to lead our state. And what do we have to show for it? High property taxes, rent and unaffordable homes, struggling youth, seniors, and veterans, hurting parents, businesses that can't thrive, unsafe neighborhoods, and glaring inequities all across the state. I'm a regular person, one of you, with decades of experience in state government, but not tainted by the stain of politics, who understands and knows the struggles of average New Yorkers, and who has bold ideas to turn the state around. Next year, a fresh new wind is going to blow through New York that is going to revive every corner of this state. In 2022, Nichols stands for change. We need different.
Paid for by the committee to elect Paul Nichols.
New Yorkers share why they got a COVID-19 vaccine.
I chose to get vaccinated because I want to protect myself, I want to protect my family. It's the right thing to do. You have to be safe at all times.
I really feel more secure, more comfortable going out here.
Man, go down, roll your sleeve up, and get that shot, you know?
Visit nyc.gov/vaccine finder or call 877-VAX4-NYC.
I'm getting vaccinated for my neighbors. I got the COVID vaccine for 2 reasons. The first was for myself. I'm someone who suffers from multiple autoimmune diseases. And the second reason was for my community.
For my mom, who is a New York City public school teacher and an essential worker.
I really believe that the COVID vaccine shot does give us a chance to fight back.
So I can visit my family and friends back home.
I have a friend who is 77 years old, and I haven't seen him for over a year. I wanted to see him and I wanted to protect him.
Because I want to keep my family safe.
I think it's important for New York City to go back to normal, and it's important to protect myself and my family and friends.
Hello, my name is Paul Nichols, and I'm running for governor of the state of New York. For decades, we have looked to millionaires and career politicians to lead our state. And what do we have to show for it? High property taxes, rent and unaffordable homes, struggling youth, seniors, and veterans, hurting parents, businesses that can't thrive, unsafe neighborhoods, and glaring inequities all across the state. I'm a regular person, one of you, with decades of experience in state government, but not tainted by the stain of politics, who understands and knows the struggles of average New Yorkers, and who has bold ideas to turn the state around. Next year, a fresh new wind is going to blow through New York that is going to revive every corner of this state. In 2022, Nichols stands for change. We need different.
Paid for by the committee to elect Paul Nichols.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Want to get in contact with CBJ? For advertising and all other business inquiries, call our office at 347-425-8227. That's 347-425-8227.
Seatbelt check. Windows down. AC off. Ready, set, go. Caribbean Power Jam Radio.
BadMan Benny, you know what the thing I mean, I say Caribbean Power Jam. Some boy if you know, simple as I represent, one not government. Right now, sound up, bad sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Sound up, bad sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Benny, one knock, one clap, no time at all. You no fire one pop with repeated shot, automatic your lap. Head a roll like jelly and chop. Dub plate inna the body and stop. Triple dub plate pan heavy sound clash Benny. Play about the chop. Sound up, sound a go day. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Sound up, sound a go day. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Alright, Benny, tell them no fear, man. Are you a kill sound from day one? Oh, them fi disrespect Caribbean Power Jam when we a kill from day one. Them coulda big like King Kong. Benny a fire shot, man a fling bomb. Pump pick off like sick man. Them no fi bad fly, and them gyal and bitch pan. So tell them sound up, bad sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Sound up, bad sound up play. Caribbean Power Jam, I go bust them big. Yeah man, you know what the thing there now, they do it and done by simple as I represent for the whole Caribbean Power Jam family. Yeah man, Brooklyn,
Yeah, once again, it's the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio as we return. So once again, the number for the studio here is 718-393-5385. And once again, make sure you follow the gallery. That's the gallery. We spell it DAGALLERY. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Miss Cloud, as well as on YouTube. So big up to everybody out there that's watching us on our YouTube right now. So make sure everybody, you do subscribe to the YouTube channel for the gallery. Also, like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. So once again, we do thank and appreciate everyone that's out there tuned in and keeping it locked to the gallery here on the Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, make sure you do download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone so you can keep it locked to this show and all the shows here on the Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, we do thank and appreciate everybody that's tuned in to the gallery this evening. As we continue to proceed on with our program, do remember that we're moving from the Jammers Ball over to Jammers on the Water, taking place on Saturday, July 16th. Here in New York City. So make sure you mark your calendars for that and get your tickets, to get on Jammers on the Water. So once again, the annual boat ride of Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, we're going to keep things moving, and as we get into the beginning of the second hour of our program, we're going to get into the looking forward segment of our program. This is the segment where we play the music from the up and coming artists. So once again, any artist out there that has music they would like for us to play, just feel free to contact the gallery via our social media pages, and we'll give you the details on how you can have your music played here on the gallery. So once again, what we're going to be doing at this time is playing 3 songs, and you'll have an opportunity to vote for your favorite of these 3 songs that we are about to play. The 4th song we're going to play during this segment is going to be the winner from the songs that we played last week. And of the 3 new songs that we play today, you'll be able to vote for your favorite of those 3 that we're about to play on the Twitter page for the gallery later on after the show. So the first one that we're going to play during this segment is from an artist. She goes by the name of Preps, and this song is called Crazy Over You.
Real love, no. This a love in the real thing.
and never make no changes. God answer my prayer, perfect love, it never rearranges. Free love, we climbing up the ladder, see the stage by stages. There is no fear, we stick together, never turn the pages. Right now, me love the groove, and me love the move. Nothing to prove, just real love a cruise. Boy, I you me choose, I know you blow me fuse. Mad over you, but me never yet be confused. Perhaps me name and the world, so me crazy over you. Can you feel it, baby? It's a humble love, I no fumble love, I no mix up our war or crumble love. Perhaps me name and the world, so me crazy over you. Can you feel it, baby? This kind of love, and the real love, and no money or rose or car love. Each time you hold me in your arms, you keep me safe and warm. You take me through the storm. Your love so humble and calm. Never forget this love I remember. To you only I surrender. You're real, you are no pretender. Love you from January to December. Perhaps me name on the world, so me crazy. Can you feel it?
It's music from Preps. So once again, this is the Looking Forward segment of the gallery, playing the music from the up-and-coming artists. So that's music from Preps, this first artist that we played during this segment. The next one that we're going to play is from an artist. She goes by the name of Sapphire Blue. And as you just haven't noticed, as we've been doing all month long, you've been hearing all female artists throughout the regular segments of the gallery as well as the Looking Forward segment of the gallery. So the next one we're going to play from an artist. She goes by the name of Sapphire Blue, and this song is called Tipsy.
Me no drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right now. No want you to do it all night long. Me no drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right now. No want you to do it all night long. You feel no say I foot pan shoulder, eye contact. You love how me wine when me climb on top. Kiss up my neck, get fine that spot. Right there, so baby, please don't stop. Change up position, me I arch my back. Long time me a wait for your touch like that. Lock down my body with your big padlock. Why? Mr. Right there, so baby. Yeah, drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right now. No want you to do it all night long. Me no drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right now. Me want you to do it all night long. Come make me brace on it. Long time me there and I wait on it. Why change up your gear like Trictronic? Make sure you not pop down drink tonic. You better drink tonic. Your body, on my body. Come and never get a man like this. Body in a bed and we keep on the dance floor. This a girl, me say you can't control. Me no drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right now. No want you to do it all night long. Me no drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right now. No want you to do it all night long. Me no drunk but me tipsy. Hold me tight and fix me. Hey boy, come give me that right.
Yeah, so that's music from Sapphire Blue, song called Tipsy. Once again, it's the Looking Forward segment of the gallery, playing music from the up-and-coming artists. So once again, any artists out there that has music they would like for us to play during this segment, feel free to contact us and we'll give you the details on how you can submit the music to be played during the segment. So the third song that we're going to play right now is from Tasia Elaine, all the way from Aruba. Big up yourself. I was in Aruba 2 weeks ago. So big up yourself, Tasia. This is one of her latest songs called Long Time.
Tonight, you're get this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Long time I want to put this wine on you. Yeah. And tonight it won't feel like it's just us two. Oh, hey, yo. Busting wine and making scenes. Just relax and let me lead. Bumsy bouncing left to right. Hope you have big appetite. They calling me scandalous, 'cause my wine is dangerous. Nobody there fret with us. Body pressures rise. You gon' get this wine.
Yeah, so that is music from Tasia Elaine, song called Long Time. So once again, you'll be able to vote for your favorite of those three songs that we just played on the Twitter page for the gallery later on after the show. Whether it's Preps out of Jamaica, Sapphire Blue, as well as Tasia from Aruba. So right now, we're going to play the winner from the song that we played last week. And it happens to be Joel's song called Give Thanks.
Good morning, life. Hello. Nice to see you again. Hope you're gonna shine bright through the day. Everything's a learning. Let some love be. Every morning, every night and day. If I stumble, if I fall, if I stumble, if I fall, I know I won't be alone. I won't be alone. Giving thanks for life, giving thanks for love, giving thanks for every blessing in my life. Giving thanks for life, giving thanks for love, giving thanks for every blessing in my life. If I stumble, if I fall, stumble, if I fall, I know I won't be alone. I won't be alone. Good morning, life. Hello. Nice to see you again.
Yes, so that is the winner from the song to be played last week, Joel, song called Give Thanks. So once again, we have been doing it all month for Women's History Month. So even in our Looking Forward segment, we have been focusing on female artists. And then even once again throughout the program, throughout the weeks of the gallery, been focusing on female artists as well. So once again, we thank you all for tuning in to the gallery here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. We'll be bringing in our guests in a few seconds. Once again, thanking them for joining us this evening. Make sure everybody out there, you download the Caribbean Power Jam Radio app to your tablet as well as to your phone, so you can keep it locked to this show and all the shows here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. So once again, you'll be able to vote for your favorite of the three songs to be played on the Twitter page for the gallery later on in the program. But give yourself Tunu. I see you out there. Thank you for tuning in. She's been liking some of the artists that she's heard thus far. So we're going to keep things going, keep things rolling, keep things moving, keep things grooving for you all. And at this time, I'm going to allow our guests to introduce themselves to the audience. I believe you can hear me. Just let me get a sound check, make sure everybody can hear you as well.
I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, hearing you well. And I see you have somebody with you as well.
Yes, so I'm here tonight with Robert Mendoza, and we are from New York One Properties, and we are here to inform the listeners about real estate, the many benefits of owning and buying.
Okay, so I'm going to let your co-worker introduce himself as well before we continue on. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Robert Mendoza, and I help with the financing with Carrie Ann to make sure that everybody is getting into that house that they're looking for.
Okay, so we're speaking to New York One Property. I'm make sure I get that correct. We're speaking to them, so they're gonna let everybody know why they should be getting into real estate. So once again, just thanking you both for joining us this evening, and hopefully you've been enjoying the program thus far as you've been in the background. But as you are here this evening, so I guess first question we're gonna ask here is, and it's probably an obvious one: what is the benefit of owning a home versus just renting or leasing an apartment or a house?
Well, there are so many benefits. There's home ownership pride. There's the fact that when you are renting, you're throwing away good money. And when you actually own a home, you're building equity. So those are some of the reasons. Also, you have the freedom to renovate your property. You have tax benefits. So there are many reasons. I don't know if Robert wants to state some of the other reasons, but there are many reasons to owning.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of reasons as to why homeownership is very important. I would say one of the bigger ones is that it is your house, so you can do with it as you want to. You can renovate it, move it around, change things the way you want it to, which you don't have the option if you're renting. Nobody can really kick you out of your house if you're making sure that you're making your mortgage payments, that you're making your property taxes, if you're paying your waters. You are the homeowner, and nobody can really get you out of there. So that's the benefit of that.
Okay, so once again, we're talking to Carrie and Robert of New York One Properties. Once again, you can contact them. Everybody could get your pens and everything ready. 646-833-6154 if you want to contact them after the program or tomorrow, because you definitely want to get on the track to moving into your own home starting from tomorrow. So now, the next question on why New York Properties as opposed to any of the other real estate
companies.
Yes.
Okay, so well, for me, I will say that when I got into real estate and I learned about the business, I realized that housing was not just you having roof over your head. It was way more than that. It was an opportunity for the homeowner to build wealth and create wealth and have generational wealth to pass on to their family. And my passion drew me to help my community. So for me, I wanted to work with the people who were self-employed and wanted to buy. I wanted to work with people who were having difficulties, meaning that they needed to fix something, like their credit wasn't ready. I wanted to be that person that would be working with them step by step and holding their hand all the way through the process.
Okay, so basically it's a hands-on approach to everybody that's listening. You scratch out all of those other companies that all those other real estate companies and just contact New York One Properties. And once again, as you mentioned, it's a two-step process because you deal with Carrie deals with the real estate, as she mentioned, and Robert deals with the mortgage aspect of things. So once again, it is a two-step process into owning your own home. But over how difficult, I guess on a level of 1 to 10, is it to go through the entire process, searching a home and then getting a mortgage that may suit your needs?
I think it depends on the team that you get, right? If you get the right team, the process should be ideally smooth. And that's where Carrie Ann and I come in. We are ensuring that the process is as smooth as possible for you.
And so once again, you spoke about earlier, basically, overall, that's the obvious thing. You definitely want to own anything that you have as opposed to renting. So now dealing with what is a personal investment, let's move over, I guess, into the business aspect of things, the investment aspect of things. You know, getting a home, I guess, as an investment property, whether as an individual or a collective of people. What is the process, if anything, that you want to let people know in regards to that?
For one, when you say investment property, you know, just buying your primary home, getting that first house, that on its own is an investment. And I feel like, you know, the way that you start accruing wealth through it, because that's what you start doing. You start accruing wealth for yourself, for future generations. You know, that's a big investment part of owning a house. And that just starts with a single family home just for your family. And then from there on, you can go and develop more into buying investment properties aside from the one that you're living in, and developing even more that wealth that you have for your future generations.
I totally agree with Robert. And let me say, that is one of the things that I wanted to correct with, you know, the notion that is out there in the public. Like, a lot of time people just see the investment of real estate to be multifamily, but it's not. If you are able to invest in a one family, it is actually an investment. You know, it is actually a property that you are yielding and building equity in. So that is what we want the listeners to know and to understand. Another thing is that think about your money, you know, your money being in the bank, right? And you're looking at it that I have this one money, and for me to take that money and put it into real estate now, you know, that money to you, it made this, you are thinking that money is gone. It's not gone. That money is in that property. So real estate is a win-win for you. Your money didn't disappear. It's in the property, and it's going to be yielding and be growing equity for you.
And once again, we're talking to Carrie and Robert of New York One Properties. You can contact them at 646-833-6154. So once again, that's for everybody out there that's listening. You can contact them, you know, if you have any other questions, or if you want to get on that road to home ownership, you could contact them. So now, you know, dealing with some of the you know, programs that are out there, just let people know some of the programs that are out there that are available that may help people, you know, get over to some of those fears that they may have of getting into, you know, home ownership. That, you know, once again, things that may quell some of those apprehensions.
Yeah, I think I can take this one, you know, because when it comes to financing, there's a couple of options of approaching it. One of the better ones, I would say, is an FHA program, because it allows you for a lower credit score, a lower down payment, and if you're financially qualified, you can even go with a 3.5% down payment to purchase a single family, 2-family, 3-family, 4-family home, you know, but you have to qualify financially for it. After that, I would say you have the conventional programs. And for that one, you have a couple of different ways of doing the down payments. You have a BA program, which is for veterans who has served in the United States military, right? So for that one, you have the option of even going down to a 0% down payment, which really helps put people into homes without having to bring as many assets as most people expect that they need to.
Are there any programs that may help DJs get into their own home if they wanted to get into that?
Okay, so let me address DJs. DJs are self-employed. Realtors are also self-employed. And so let me tell you, I'm happy to work with the DJs, show them how to do the right, take the right steps to qualify to buy, help them with their taxes. So for all the DJs and all the self-employed individuals who are listening, we're definitely 100% able to point you in the right direction and also help you in the right directions to qualify to buy.
And dealing, I don't want to say post-pandemic because we're still in it, but it seems like it's slowing down. What is the market, in your opinion, looking like right now in terms of people going out there to purchase?
Based on my end of the experience, people are still going out there. People are still buying. People are still looking at homes. With everything that's happening in the market, a lot of people are expecting for the market to turn in one way or the other. What we've been seeing a little bit more of is stabilization. So people are still going out there, people are still buying, and people are still selling. That's from my side of the perspective. I'm sure Carrie also.
I'm happy you mentioned the selling, because we didn't speak about that earlier. And guys, we also help people who are looking to sell their properties, you know. Definitely 100% we'll work with you, help you to get top dollars. A lot of people are migrating to other states, so they need help with selling their properties and buying another property. And some people, they just for them, they purchased their first property, which was not their ideal property. Maybe it was attached and it didn't have as many rooms as they wanted, and they want to now sell and buy something bigger. For some people, they want to also downsize. Whatever it is, I am 100% happy to help you guys with that process.
And you just saved some time because you just touched on a lot of things in terms of, my next question was going to be, you know, as you mentioned, it's a great investment to have your own home. So I was going to actually ask, you know, what would be some of the reasons people want to sell their homes if it's such a great investment to have, but you actually just mentioned 3 reasons on why.
But guess what happened? Let me tell you what it is. So the slogan I've been using for years is, don't wait to buy real estate, but buy real estate and wait. Now, what do you wait on? You wait for your equity to grow. And if the equity is at its highest now, where you are able to get so much for your property, now is a great time for you to sell that property.
And
because you can actually sell that property, use the funds from that one, and then do a low down payment on a new one. So that way you pull out the equity, and then you can buy a new one as a primary home, and then even get yourself an investment property with doing a low down payment after making that sale.
So, and what are, you know, any one of you can answer this question. What are your thoughts on short sales? You know, first of all, let everybody know what a short sale is, and then, you know, just give everybody your opinion on getting a home through a short sale.
So a short sale is when you haven't been able to make the payments on time and you're trying to prevent foreclosure. So you make a deal with the bank that you will sell the property within a point that will be convenient for the seller, the bank, for everybody all around. So it prevents sort of like being forced out of the house, the foreclosure. And then Carrie Ann, I'm sure, has an experience on short sales on the real estate side of things.
So short sale, but not the shortest process. But just look at it that with the short sale, you're shortening the bank. So for example, you may owe the bank $500,000, $600,000, but you're trying to get the property sold for $200,000 or $300,000. The bottom line is somebody who's thinking about short sale, they're looking to start fresh. You know, they want a new beginning. They're ready to get rid of the property, right? That they've been in foreclosure for a while from, you know, so that they can start afresh. There are many people who call us trying to get properties, short sale properties. And I tell them, unfortunately, that a lot of those properties are being purchased by the investors who are buying cash.
So once again, we're talking to Carrie Ann Robert of New York One Properties. Contact them at 646-833-6154. But the name of the company on New York One Properties, do you only service New York, or can anyone from anywhere else, you know, utilize your services?
Robert works, you know, he's able to help people throughout nationwide. You know, you're looking for a mortgage, definitely he can help you. Doesn't matter where you are, you know, he can definitely help you with that. And he's a really good guy. He's very patient. Plus, you know, he responds well to people that he is working with. So you want to work with somebody like that to get your loan. As for me, I also co-broke with other realtors. So if you want my assistance, absolutely, doesn't matter where you are, I will definitely be able to help you with that.
So once again, we're talking to Carrie and Robert. As you're speaking about real estate and, you know, the benefits of, you know, owning your own home. Ownership is definitely something that's better than leasing and renting. You know, definitely for your personal home, and especially for businesses, people that rent for their business, definitely would prefer to own where you are as opposed to leasing or renting. But on the flip side, you mentioned all of the great benefits of owning a home. Talk to people a little bit about the rent to own process, and for those that what benefit is it, if any, would it be for people to do like a rent to own scenario as opposed to a conventional loan or FHA loan, as you mentioned?
I've personally never experienced rent to own, never in New York experienced that. So I cannot speak much on it. I'll tell people that a lot of time in New York, when you see it advertised, it's basically a bait to switch. Here in New York, other states, it will be something that they do. But in this type of competitive market and very strong market, there's no real rent to own in New York, from my experience. I don't know if Robert's been experiencing, situations with rent to own in New York, but New York, let me tell you, guys, we gotta be real. New York is very, very competitive. New York is the capital city of the world. That is why we're always encouraging people to buy. It doesn't matter where the rates are. You still want to get your foot in, because this is the place, the city where everyone wants to come. And, they're not making new land out there, so the sooner you grab your piece of what there is, the better it is for you. That's why the equity keeps growing here, but why not be where the equity is growing? I want to be where the equity is growing, and I'm encouraging you guys to be where the equity is growing too. And that is what we talk about, this wealth building that we want people to really understand with real estate. That's how we're telling you guys, give us a call, send us a text message. We'll definitely be the right people you want to connect with to get the help that you need to own your own property here in New York.
So once again, the number to contact Carrier Robert is 646-833-6154. Once again, that's 646-833-6154. So we're speaking to them. These are some of the things that people think about, when they want to purchase a home. So, going back to some of the programs that are out there, and this might be directed more toward Robert. Are you able to help people get into some of the programs out there, like such as NACA or any program out there that may help pay for down payment as well as closing costs?
So when it comes to there's certain programs that are going to be beneficial to a buyer, right? Mm-hmm. Even New York State has really good home first programs that provide with great benefits. But what I've noticed is that they take a really long time to be given out to the buyer. I've had some people waiting 6 months, 7 months for those programs to come in. And in the meantime, you have sellers who are not willing to wait that long for it to close on that regard. So what we've noticed is sometimes doing is a lender credit helps them out a little bit. Getting sellers concessions also help them out a little bit. As opposed to waiting for that length of program, especially in this competitive market that you have in New York, to do. We do offer a lot of those, assistance towards doing the down payments and stuff like that. But again, they take a while to come through, and they can only be applied once you have a commitment from the mortgage. So you might end up losing the rate just because of the length of time that is going to be required.
So once again, it's Carrie and Robert, New York One Properties, 646-833-6154. I'm going to speak to them. We're going to speak to them for a little bit more. Anybody have any questions? You can put them in the chat, so we can ask them. Everybody that's watching on Instagram, everybody that's on YouTube, and everybody that's watching us on Facebook, and everybody definitely out there in the Caribbean Power Jam radio app. If you have any questions, you can put them in the chat or call up the station 718-393-5385 while we have them on the line. And once again, the number for the studio is 718-393-5385. So that's the number for the studio. But once again, the number to contact Carrie and Robert is 646-833-6154. So we're speaking to them about real estate, the benefits of owning. So whether you are a DJ, whether you are not a DJ, you can get into a home.
You're a barber. You're a barber.
Whether you're a barber. So what about, one of the problems that people have is, basically saving the money. Because I think those are, that's the thing that sort of scares people off from, owning a home, and why they, feel more comfortable with renting, because, the closing cost thing, scares people off. Just trying to get that down payment together scares people off. But, what are some of the things that you would tell people that say, to help them get through that, or just tell them, you can basically jump over that hurdle and just get into a home?
So there are definitely a lot of alternatives. You don't have to get all the money yourself, right? There is down payment and there are closing costs. There's also a seller's concession, which you're able to qualify, the seller and you and the property are able to qualify. That means that the seller is going to give you access to some of that equity in the house to help with the closing costs. Now, the down payment, you do have to have some of your own money to be able to bring to the table, but you can also get gifts that help you with that.
And gifts are definitely something that are great all year round.
We got to remember too, like as Caribbean people, what do? We save in our partners, we save in our susus, so there has to be that discipline, I believe that whatever you set your mind to, that you want to achieve, if that's the goal that you have in mind, you're going to work towards it. So definitely you're going to save that money, have that discipline, because you have to, because taking on a mortgage is a big responsibility, right? So it starts with that discipline of saving that money. Doesn't matter how much you have to pay weekly, but we all do it. We all save in the partners and the susu, even though, the money that the bank needs to see has to be traceable money, right? But we'll work that part out. Right now, you need to be saving if you haven't been saving.
Yeah, and that's
true. The money has to be traceable, and we do look for W-2 employees just for 2 months of bank statements, and for self-employed people, 3 months of bank statements. So it's not this length of time that a lot of people are thinking that they have to have for 6 months, a year. It's 2 months or 3 months, depending on where you fall.
And once again, everybody, this is tax season, so this is definitely one of the times I guess people can utilize to help save their money, to help with the down payment and with the the closing costs and everything. So would you say that this is the proper season to try to look for a home, being that it is tax season and people are expecting their returns within the next few months?
So for the self-employed, like the DJs, it's the proper season to start filing your taxes the right way to qualify to buy. And that goes for the DJs or any person who is self-employed. So I always tell people, you're self-employed, you want to buy, please call us first, so that we can make sure that you do the right thing so that you will be qualified to buy. And, for the people who are getting tax returns, and they want to use that money into something that is going to appreciate, guys, real estate is absolutely the way to go.
Yeah, we thank you. We thank you both for joining us this evening and speaking with us. Definitely, this is a time for everybody, overall to start saving their money. So once again, start looking forward to those tax returns. Fortunately, that's something I can't look forward. I'm not self-employed, by the way. I just do the DJ thing out there as a joke, but without dependence, you get a big hit. So it's definitely difficult for people such as myself to actually save money when the government takes a big chunk of your money every week and even a tax return. But this is, as we're speaking about real estate, that sort of helps with all of that. Once you own, as they mentioned, you get equity, but speak to people exactly about equity, because we hear that term a lot, home equity, but what actually is equity, and what does equity do for people that actually own homes?
So when you purchase a property, you're going to start off with the value of the house, right? The house is going to get appreciated. The bank is going to want to know how much the house is worth. And then you have your down payments. That down payment is your equity. So sometimes you start off with 3.5% down payment. That means you have 3.5% equity. As you make your mortgage payments, your equity starts to grow because your loan on that property starts to go down, right? On the other hand, you also have appreciation that happens naturally. And in a state like New York, in a city like New York City, you have appreciation that's quite significant. So as that market value of your property goes up, and the loan amount goes down, that difference, that's your equity.
Exactly. So basically what Robert is saying is that the equity is simply the difference between what you owe the bank and what the property is actually worth in today's market. So let's say you owe the bank $200,000, but your property is worth $800,000 in today's market. Wow. That's a lot of equity we're talking about.
So once again, we're speaking to Kerry and Robert. We thank you both for joining us. You can contact them through calling them 646-833-6154. Once again, 646-833-6154 to contact Kerry and Robert of New York One Properties. So anything that you want to leave the audience with before we let you go?
So I just want to remind everyone that, you're thinking to buy, we got you. You're thinking to sell, we got you. You're thinking to refinance, we got you. And it doesn't matter if you're having foreclosure crisis, just give us a call. If your property has many violations, it's in bad condition, whatever it is, just give us a call. We help people every day, and this is something that we're passionate about. Call us, text us, it doesn't matter the time, we'll get back to you. 646-833-6154.
So once again, we thank you both for joining us this evening, and hopefully we'll hear more from you both in the future as you continue to help people get on the path or get on the road to home ownership. And definitely commend you both for the job that you do in terms of helping people out and doing what you do in order to help people overall. Because basically home ownership is one thing that helps build communities as well. So once you own homes in a reasonable region, you basically have more power within your region and overall your community, dealing with the politics of the community that you're in, dealing with, community boards and city council or aldermen or, just politicians, So once again, and also, you have, a better grip of your own community once you actually own, because usually people tend to, we've been hearing the word appreciate, but not only appreciate in terms of the finances, but just appreciate your community, because once you own, you tend to take better care of your home and you tend to take better care of your community, and those that own around you will do the same, and that's how we build strong communities. So once again, not just focusing on the financial aspect, but just on the social aspect, building strong communities. So once again, we thank you both for joining us. We're thanking Kerry and Robert of New York One Properties, 646-833-6154. So once again, just thanking you both for joining us this evening here on The Gallery on Caribbean Power Jam Radio.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
No problem.
Hey boy, would you meet me on the roof tonight? I got a surprise for you.
Big up yourself, Cujo Barnett. Welcome to The Gallery. Thank you all for tuning to The Gallery this evening. As we start to take this plane down for a landing here on, during Women's History Month. And once again, this is still going to be Women's History Month next week. So once again, we're going to go to a different genre. We're going to deal with reggae music and all the female artists in reggae music. And also, you want to tune into The Gallery next week, as we will have a special treat for you all as well here on The Gallery.
I'm gonna give it to you. I've been waiting for you so long. Come to me. I'm gonna give it to you. Meet me on the rooftop in the night. I'm gonna give it to you.
And once again, just get ready for Jammers on the Water, which will be taking place Saturday, July 16th. So once again, getting gear for that. Also, speaking of Women's History Month, I'll be doing my monthly virtual poetry event that will be taking place this Sunday on the Basement Entertainment page. Black Poet Matters, that's the name of the monthly poetry event. And this month, being that it's Women's History Month, it'll be featuring all female poets. So once again, that's this Sunday, March 20th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Basement Entertainment, BASSMENT. Entertainment. You'll be able to view it on YouTube as well as on the Facebook page. So once again, getting gear for that. As we all, closing out the show. And as always, we have to end off the show on a positive note. And we're going to give you this one. Appreciate where you are in your journey. Even if it's not where you want to be, every season serves a purpose. So until next time, saying God bless and stay tuned for DJ Super Paul as he continues on this evening with Toast Tuesdays here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio. Once again here on Caribbean Power Jam Radio.
Gallery with BadMan Benny.
This is AM, and I'm listening to the Gallery with BadMan Benny each and every Tuesday from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time on Caribbean Power Jam Radio.